Hey guys, got Gator Unleashed coming at you here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys will subscribe. Hope you like and share. We're going to really try to make this channel grow. Back with my Taurus G3C that I recently purchased. I did a initial impressions on this. I was actually out shooting a shotgun, and I had just got this, and I put a few rounds through it and had a minor issue. Did a video on that. Then I did a 7-minute video, less than 7-minute video on the update. And today I got to go. I got the opportunity here. I left work early. I got to go. I put 60 rounds through this. That's not a lot, I know, but ammo's expensive right now. And this, I think I fired 40 rounds of this PMC bronze 9mm through it, 115 grain full metal jacket. And then I put 20. I mixed these 20 rounds of this jacketed hollow point Remington ammo. I mixed those in these 3 magazines so they would come up random and see if I had any kind of issues with this. This gun is really a sweet shooter. I'm just really impressed. The first day I shot it, I only put 11 rounds through it, and my front sight came off on the 5th round. And really, when you buy any firearm, I mean, you need to look at your firearm. You need to check a few little things. I should have looked at that sight. But I was in a hurry. Most of us are in a hurry in this crazy world we live in today. But I just cannot say, and I expected this gun to be a very good shooter. I really did. And today, I got the results I was expecting after getting to put 60 rounds through it. This is a gun that and another thing, I grew up, my father's had a gun store for 40 years. I've been fortunate to have grown up in an environment surrounded with guns, pistols, anything you can think of. I've shot just about everything. And ever since these came out a long time ago, I have loved the feel of them. I've got several friends that have the Millennium, and they have the G2, and they all love them. They all function and work well. Some of them have put a lot of rounds through them. But I have hands-on now. I've put, I guess I put 71 rounds through it. And I would highly recommend this pistol. Would highly recommend it, especially if you could get it. I bought this for, I mentioned in my other video, I've got it out the door for $275. Right now, they're $369 at the gun store, the same gun store I bought this at 5 or 6 weeks ago. But if you can catch this on sale, or if this crazy mess we've got with our government and legislation ever gets straightened out, if you can get this gun for $300 or so, I don't think you could go wrong if it fits your hand. It comes with 3 magazines. It comes with 3 12-round mags. And I've put some cheap ammo through it here, and I've put these jacketed hollow points through it. No issues whatsoever. You can tell when you shoot this gun. They really nailed it on this gun. It's just really sweet. I mentioned on my other video, I don't think anybody can tell anybody else what kind of gun they need to go buy. You need a gun that fits your hand, a gun that you feel comfortable with. And this may or may not, but I think this gun would work for the huge majority of people. I think it would really work. I really do. As far as reliability, I wouldn't have any problem carrying this. I wouldn't have any problem whatsoever carrying this. And I think I probably will carry it. And if I see them on sale for what I bought this one for, I'm going to buy another one. It's just, as I mentioned earlier, I've shot guns my whole life. Just about everything. I don't know if I've ever shot a gun that has a better feel for me than this gun. It just fits my hand perfect, and it's got the recoil is not all that bad. It functions fine. It's loaded with features. It does have an external safety. Again, that goes back to personal preference. I can't tell you if you want a safety on the outside. I don't know. I can't tell you if you need that safety or not. You have to make that decision. I like that safety. I think whatever firearm you choose, I recommend that you use that firearm, shoot it a few rounds, maybe every 2 weeks, go out and put 15 rounds through it. You don't have to go and shoot 300 rounds once every 6 months. I think you're much better off to shoot a small round count more frequent. The more frequently you deal with your firearm, the better you're going to be able to handle it. The more efficiently you're going to master that firearm. That's my opinion. That doesn't mean that's the gospel. Doesn't mean anything. That's just my opinion, and you can think about that, and you may agree or you may not. But as I mentioned, everybody likes different things. My father, for example, if he could only have one pistol, he has said this for 50 years. My whole life, my father has said if he could only have one pistol, he would carry the old Ruger Security 6. And as soon as I got 21 years old, my dad bought me one of those for my birthday. And I was tickled to death. You know, I had no doubt that was the gun for me. I had no doubt that was the best gun that money could buy. But I had one major problem with it. I couldn't, it didn't fit my hand. They're kind of a big frame gun, and I could barely reach the trigger. I could cock it and reach the trigger just fine, but it didn't really have a good feel in my hand. So I learned very early in my shooting career that what works for one guy may not work for you. It may or may not. Because, you know, I obviously trust my dad and know my dad has got good judgment on such things. And, of course, the Ruger Security 6, reliability-wise, just top-notch. I mean, it's a telling how many rounds you can put one through one of those. Probably never would have a problem. But it didn't fit my hand, so I got to think, and you have to think for yourself. On everything you encounter in this life, I suggest thinking for yourself. Try out some pistols and things when you get ready to purchase a firearm. But if you do get out and run across one of these, and you're kind of in the market for some self-defense, personal protection, something to have carry, whether you're out riding your four-wheelers, whatever, this is going to be a reliable shooter. And as I touched on, check it out. Look at that front sight. Make sure it's tight. Make sure they put enough Loctite on it. I redone it. When I got this one in, obviously this gun is totally clear. I haven't even cleaned it. I just got back. I'm kind of excited to get to do my range, my video, after getting to go shoot it. But yeah, it's easy. Taurus sent me the front sight free of charge. Their customer service was fantastic. I can't get it to zoom. There we go. That little set screw comes up from the bottom. I put Loctite on it, and just after 60 rounds, it didn't move. And I'll check it, and I'll watch it from now on. I don't foresee it being a problem, though. Accuracy-wise, I'm not set up yet to where I can do videos. I will be doing videos where you can see me shooting, and that's going to be awesome because you get to see how handsome I am once again. But that's going to happen down the road. But I started shooting at 10 yards with this today, and I haven't shot at any. And that was with just sticking a front sight on it. Of course, it's a fixed sight. It's not adjustable. But I started shooting probably 10 yards. And a paper plate, I had no problem hitting a paper plate at 10 yards. And then the last probably 15 shots, I backed on up a few more steps, probably 15 yards. And I still was hitting paper plates. I was hitting the paper plates every shot at 10 to 15 yards of this. So that's plenty good enough. Trust me. If you watch these people that shoot all the time, and especially if you watch movies and things, you think 15 yards is nothing. You ought to be able to hit a dime at 15 yards every shot offhand. No, you're not going to do that. If you do, you're going to be my hero. You're going to be on my hero list. But this little pistol, yeah, 15 yards hitting a paper plate every shot, that's totally capable of defending yourself with. But anyway, I guess that's about all I've got, guys. I was just, I didn't do any prep for this video. I was just really excited to get to shoot it. And I was really expecting this gun to be not only a good shooter, but ultra reliable. And I was pleased to get 60 rounds through it here. And you can just tell, you know, I've shot guns enough, firearms enough to where I can tell if a pistol's working or not. This is a great design. It's just really sweet. I really like it. There's that safety I'd mentioned. I guess it'll flip up and down right now. No, I like that. I can live with that. You know, like I mentioned, if you practice with your firearm, when you come out with that, you flip that down and you're ready to fire if somebody's messing with you. and you are pushed to that point where you have to actually fire your weapon, you're gonna be, if you practice with it, you're not gonna have any trouble flipping that off. Let's see here, and it seemed like I wanted to touch on something else. The accuracy of this is just totally fine, no problem there. It's an easy gun to carry also. I love the size of this. It's just, it's, as I mentioned, they just nailed it with this gun, I think. I think they just totally nailed it. I've seen a lot of good YouTube videos on them, and I see why. They are just really, really sweet. I read a little bit about the G3C versus the G2C. From what I can tell, they have a little better finish. Evidently, the older ones, the finish would wear off of them quickly. And I've not really seen that. As I mentioned, my friends, I've got one friend that's got the old Millennium, and it still looks pretty good. It does have some visual wear on it though. But and also another thing I wanted to touch on. A lot of people will comment and stuff, and they may or may not be right, you know, about a gun like this, 7,000 or 8,000 rounds down the road. You'll start seeing the difference in it versus a Glock or something. I own a Glock 45. I own a Glock 26. I own a Glock 48. I have owned a Glock 30. And I like Glocks. They shoot great. They don't have an external safety. If that's something you want, I don't know if you can even get a Glock with an external safety. I actually don't think you can unless it's something they've come out with recently. But what I wanted to mention in my video here, for every 10 pistols that's sold, I think 9 out of 10 of those people probably never put 200 rounds through their firearm. And that's sort of sad to say, because I think, as I mentioned, I think you need to stay familiar with your weapon. I think we may see a time where you need your weapon, and you would need to know how to use it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope none of us ever have to use a weapon. I can't imagine being pushed to that point. I really can't. But if I do get pushed to that point, you know, I'm going to be to where I'm going to be as well trained as possible to take care of me and my family. Well, to the round count, I don't think very few people is going to put that many rounds through these pistols. I just don't think that's going to happen, especially the price of ammo right now. And I don't think that price of ammo is going to come down. I think it's going to get worse. I really do. And I hope I'm wrong on that also. Time will tell. But you have to, in my opinion, you have to kind of prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So I say get you a weapon. If you look at this and you can afford it and you like it, I would highly advise it being reliable. I don't think you're going to have a problem with it. I think they're going to work just fine. Whatever weapon you get, you know, like the sight came off of mine here, you need to look at things like that when you get it. Make sure that's tight. If it's not tight, come out there with it while you've got it. Put some Loctite on it and put it back. Let it set up, and evidently that's what they had failed to do on this one. But yeah, you need to go over your weapon anyway. You need to know it inside and out. You need to be able to take it apart and clean it. You need to clean it every time you shoot it. Just make it a part of your life again, it's just my opinion what we should do. But anyways, I'm not going to do big long videos. My channel is going to be about keeping everything real, and I'm going to keep it simple, guys. I don't overcomplicate things. I see that in our entire society from top to bottom. We've just got to where everything's a big mess. And most of the time, if you break it down to the most simple form, it's just a quick fix. But anyway, I've got my old book out here. You know, I like these Novas. I like Chevy Novas. I like these old cars. I'm gonna have my YouTube channel growing like crazy. I'm gonna get me a top-notch camera. Next year, I'm going to be set up with my range to where I can shoot and you can see what I'm doing shooting. That way you don't have to take my word for it. And a lot of people, you know, you tell them you hit a paper plate every time at 10 yards, they'll laugh, say, and, you know, and good for them. Good for them. If they can hit a dime at 10 yards every shot, I'm all for them. But anyway, I guess that's about all I got, guys. I hope everybody has a great day, a great weekend. This is Thursday, September the 23rd. Weekend coming up. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope everybody stays COVID safe. My brother's been in the hospital. He's been in ICU now for 4 weeks with this COVID pneumonia. I'm not no doctor. I don't know. I just hope everybody takes it seriously because it is some bad stuff. If it gets you, and my wife had COVID earlier, it didn't bother her one bit. It's just some people, this just absolutely slaughters their system. Can't understand that, but I hope everybody takes it serious and stays safe. And peace out, guys.